friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ogudimu Olumide Olalikon from Lecrosoft Technologies. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a fully functional HTML5 form. What do I mean by that? I'm going to be showing you how to create a form that can allow users to input a message from your HTML5 form and allow you to receive the messages directly to your mailbox. Alright, so in this video you'll be learning how you can create any kinds of forms, even including a form that that will allow users to like upload files or have what they call a drop down options to select whatever they want to select, and you will receive the messages from directly to your mailbox without having to write the backend code. Alright, you are going to be creating something exactly like this. For example, let us text up this form. Let me just put my name Olumide, and then I'm going to input an email, then I'm going to input a random phone number, then I'm going to select services. Like for example, now which of our services do you require? Let me just select graphic design, and let me just select my message. Then my message is going to be please subscribe to the channel. Alright, then I'm going to click on the submit button. Boom. So can you see thanks message telling us that the form has been sent. So now let me quickly check my mailbox to see if truly I've received this message. Or I'm just going to go to my message box and I'm going to go to my inbox. Can you see now new submission form? Then I'm going to click on it. Alright, then this is a new form. Actually, this is a new message, right, from Olumide and graphics. Please subscribe to my channel. Alright, so once you input the message, you're gonna get it directly into your mailbox. So sorry, I've already sent a couple of messages, so just to test it out. So that's why. Alright, so let's quickly get started. Now if you want to work on this thing, I'm going to like to use a Visual Studio Code editor. Though you can use any code editor you want, but in case you want to use Visual Studio Code editor, just go straight to your Google and type VS Code. So once you type VS Code, just click on it, and you click on the first link here, code.visualstudio.com. then you download, and you follow the instructions. It's very easy to download. If you are using the window, you can download for Windows, and if you are using a Mac, you can download for Mac, and if you are using a Linux, you can also download for Linux. Alright, so that's very cool. Alright, so let's get straight into our Visual Studio editor. Alright, so I'm gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna click on Visual Studio. Alright, let me just quickly delete this guy here. Alright, now as you can see, my Visual Studio is empty, right? But the first thing I'm going to do on my desktop folder, I'm going to create a new folder. Alright, so I'm going to call it HTML form. That's what I'm going to call it, HTML form. Alright, we are not going to need something much in this video. So let me just create another folder here. That's my CSS folder. Alright, and at least let me create one more folder, which is my JS folder. Don't be scared, you won't write any JavaScript code. You are not going to write any JavaScript code. Just go along with me. But please kindly click on the subscribe button to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also please click on the like button to this video if you like it, and also I'm even sure you like it, and also please click on the share button to share this video. With this, you can really help my channel to go a long way, and also keep me giving you more cool videos. And don't forget, in this my channel, you are going to be learning a lot. I'm going to be doing a lot of front end and back end coding tutorial. I'm going to be doing Photoshop tutorial, Adobe Illustrator, and Adobe InDesign. And in this same channel, we are going to be learning how to create Cinema 4D, creating characters, 3D characters and animations. You are going to learn how to create UI UX design. You'll be learning a lot. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And for those of you that doesn't like how to code, you don't want to code, I'm also going to be doing a video on how to use WordPress both offline and online. So please, it's going to be very interesting. Just please subscribe to my channel. All right, let's get started. Don't forget I have a form here, HTML form. That's the folder, and in the folder I have just two files. Just two folders again, which is what CSS and JavaScript folder. So let's quickly get started. Let's click on our Visual Studio Code. All right, so then you click on new file. All right, so in this new file, I'm just going to quickly do something. I'm going to click on file, and I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it under my I'm going to select under my what's it called, HTML folder. I'm going to quickly look for the folder. Where's the folder? HTML folder, HTML folder. All right, where is this folder? Where is this folder? Okay, I've seen it. HTML form rather. I'm just going to click on this form. I'm going to open it. So I'm going to save it inside this folder straight away. It's going to be inside this HTML folder. I'm going to call it index.html. You can call it any name you like, but just make sure you put the extension .html. You can see now I'm going to click on save, and if you check this folder, let's quickly check the folder. You see that inside that folder, this HTML index.html is standing outside the folder without being hidden in any other folder. So it's in the same directory with what the CSS and the JavaScript. So just save your HTML file, that's index.html file, straight away into this HTML form folder without putting it inside any other folder. Alright, let's quickly get started, right? Alright, so now in this my video, now let's quickly do one quick thing. To get the HTML template or the script, you click what? The padding. Okay, the padding at the top and bottom is what is 0, while the padding and at the left and right is what is 20 pixel. So, and that's for each of the form group, right? Alright, so now, and also this form group is inside the what is inside the div container. So let us see what we have here now. So for my, I have width 50%, max width 500 pixel, margin okay, padding 10 pixel. Alright, what again? Background color margin 0 or 2, which is very cool. But looking at this now, I believe it is the padding that is giving us problem here, right? For this and it's for this form group, because each and every item here, you know, yeah. So I just gonna, let me just pick up this guy and let me delete it off for that form group, you understand? Let me just delete everything off here. Right, so okay, now let me set a padding now. So let me go to the, what's it called, the container now. The container, I'm going to make the padding to be like 20 pixel padding, so that it's going to have enough space. Align item center, align content center. Alright. 0% auto, yeah, that's cool. Right, the container, okay, fine. Just display flex, right? That's cool, 50% width. So the padding is 20 pixel. Alright, let me check. Alright. So alright, I think the form group, the padding of the container is 20 pixel. and the width is 50%, 100 pixel, right? Margin, let me align them to the center. Let's see. Align item center. It's gonna work. Justify content. Just going to go out. Alright, I think I'm good to go right now. So I've actually fixed it, right? So I'm not supposed to set this width here because each of the inputs already have their own width. So that's just it, right? So that's it now. I think it's cool now, and I'm good to go now, right? So our form is looking good, but I just want it to be similar with what we have here. So I'm just gonna alright, let's try to set the border radius for our, what's it called, container. So I'm just gonna give it a border radius. I think 2rem is okay. Let me see if 2rem is okay. Alright, border radius 2rem for this container. I think it's okay, it's cool, fine. What again do I need to do to this container to make it look good? I just gonna put border radius, then I'm gonna give it a little bit of box shadow. If you want that, you can do it. I'm just playing around with this stuff. So box shadow, I gotta give it 0, 15 pixel, then 20 pixel, then let's give it a black color. Yeah, I can try to give it a black color, or I'll give it an RGB, right? So that's gonna be 0, 0 for the black, right? So that's 0, 0, and 0, 6.5, right? I think that should be cool. Oh, sorry, 20 pixel of 20 pixel. That's the error. I'm supposed to put 20 pixel instead of 20. I wrote 20x instead of 20px. So that's why. It's very funny. So as you can see my my box shadow now, right? I think it's too light. I'm not really seeing it, but let me just make it a 0.8 or so, or better say I leave it at black, pure black. So I think by now you should come up better, right? Alright, so I think for my previous form I also make this guy to be color, I mean the color should be orange or whatever, but you can also do that, right? Alright, so let's do that by just adding a color to the I think the form group. I'm gonna give it a color. If you like, you can do that, orange or so. So I think that should fix it. I'll be using this orange tomorrow, so but I think it's cool, right? So my form is ready now, right? Okay, fine. Now, but this is not the scope of this video. The scope of this video, I mean the major goal of this video is to make sure that this form is functional, right? Alright, I think this is my submit button. I can still do something to it, right? I can decide to make the font size come up a bit bigger. Font size, I'll give it like maybe 20 pixel, right? So I think that should be fine. Then yeah, text align should be center. Alright, so that's cool. Oh, is that not too big? 20 pixel is too big, right? I'm gonna give it 15 pixel then. I think 15 should be okay. Yeah, I think that's cool, right? You might want it to be bold or whatever. Just set font weight, just play with it. Font weight, I want it to be bold, right? I want it to be bold, so 100. I want it to be bold. Alright, I think that's cool for now. Our form is ready now. Now, if you want to make your HTML form to be completely functional, because as it is now, it is not functional. When you click on the button, nothing is going to happen, right? So this is what you're going to do now. Now you go to Google and type form spree. Right, just type form spree. So form spree is just like is a form API, you know, that enable you to send message from your HTML form and straight away into your mailbox. So it's an API that stands as a backend to your HTML form. So it's a gateway. So let me just click on the form on the side, the first link you have on Google. Let me go back again. So you just click on it after typing form spree on Google. Then you know, that's it, right? So you click on the first link that you have there. As you can see now, this is it, right? So the form solution for any developer. So it has a lot of features, and you know, you can build forms your own way. You can, you know, do simple stuff, JavaScript form, HTML forms, and so you can also read it through yourself, right? So that's just it, right? Alright, this is what we want to do now. Let me quickly go to the pricing. Let's go to the plans, and so that we can see and have a better insight of it, right? So on this form spree now, they have several plans. They have the free plan, which is what $0 per month, and with this free plan you'll be able to create unlimited forms. But the only thing is just that you only be able to submit 50 forms, like 50 forms in a month. Like your form is only going to be able to have 50 submission in a month. So once your users have input up to like 50 forms, or they have submitted like 50 forms, wow, you have to wait for the next month, or you upgrade to their good plan or platinum plan, which is also very cool. Right, but for this free plan now, unlimited forms, 50 submissions, 30-day archive, and unlimited project. You can use it for unlimited project, right? And for the gold plan, you can see you can be able to create only 10 forms, 1000 submissions, 90 days active. So you'll be able to submit 1000 form in 90 days. Right, so 2 gig file upload, you'll be able to upload file, but with this one you'll not be able to upload file, right? But with this you're gonna be able to upload files, and you know, projects, 3 projects, and this and that, right? So you can go through it yourself. But what I'm going to do is this now. After getting here now, you are going to create an account, of which I already have an account. So just click on you know, create account. No, you're just gonna create account. Or so let me just try to log out. You understand? So you click on get started. You understand? For you. But for me now, I already have an account with my sample mail, right? So I'm just gonna, you know, if you want to register, you actually just click on you just put your email and password and click on this checkbox, and you are done. You register. But now I already registered. I'm just gonna log in, right? I'm gonna sign in. So once you are in your dashboard, you know, they will prompt you to go, verify your email before you can actually create a form. So once you're in your dashboard, you just click on the new project. You understand? You can click on new project, or you can also create a form straight away, but I always like to group my project. So for this project, I'm going to call it HTML5 form. All right, so that's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it HTML5 form. Then I'm going to create a project, right? So now after creating this HTML5 form, I'm going to go straight to it, right? And I'm going to click on it to create a form, or I just click on this new form button. So it's going to, because I already have one project already, Python. So now, but this time around I have another project, which is HTML5 form. I can start to click on it to get in my form, or I create a new form here. So let me just do that, right? So it's going to ask me the name of the form I want to create. So the name of this form is, I'm just going to call it HTML5 freestyle. The freestyle, right? So it's asking me which project that I want to launch it. I want to put it under my HTML5 form project, right? Which is the new project I just created, right? And I'm just gonna click on create. Now what I'm just saying is this, right? If your email has not been verified, you will not be able to create a form. So once you are in and you click on the create form or new form, it's going to prompt you to go verify your email account, the one you use to register this form spree account. So just create form. Oh, you can see my form has been created, right? Wow, that's very cool. It's as easy as that. So after creating your form, um you look at this write up. Your form endpoint is, wow, your form's endpoint is, so just copy this, just click on the copy, bram. After doing this, now the next thing you need to do is to go back into your Visual Studio Code and go into your HTML file, right? So the link you copy under the endpoint link or whatever, then you go to your form. You see this action, just place the link you copied from the form spray account, just paste it here, boom. All right, let's go. So right with this now, just click on save and let's go test our form. Our form should be active now. All right, let's go. Our HTML5 form. All right, let's go. Let me just write what should I write? I'll just write, please subscribe. That's my name. Please subscribe, please. Subscribe. Email, right? Just gonna give it under, okay. And the phone number, I'm gonna give it 090 blah 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 blah. I'm gonna select services. Just gonna select UI UX system around. The message, please, 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 and please, and please, 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 please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to this channel, please. It's free. Please subscribe, right? And I'm gonna click on submit button. Wow. But you see what's gonna happen? It has been submitted, right? Oh wow, yeah, it has been submitted. Okay. So that's just it, right? Let me quickly let's quickly check our email to see if it has been submitted indeed. Yeah. Oh, there's one thing. Okay. Let me quickly go to this mail because I have it here. Yeah, I think this is the mail. Alright, so let's just go to our inbox to have this form submitted. Hold on. I think that form has now been submitted. So what's up? The email is what? Lecrosoft sample. I think that's a sample form. Alright, let's check. That's it. My form action. Oh, fine. Yeah, my form action is this, right? But that's why it is not working. Yeah, you know why it's not working? Because after putting the link in your form action, you need to put a method. You get, just put a method there, and you write method equals to what? Post. Right. So with this now, your form should work perfectly. You understand? So after the first thing, what the only thing you need to do to your HTML is after you have created a form here, you copy this link. You understand what I'm saying? Now can you see? Place this URL in the action attribute of your form. Also make sure your form uses method equals to post. That's what I didn't put. That's why it's not working, right? And it's even good so that I can always remember that. So you just go after putting the link in your action, in the action attribute of your form. Then make sure that you set the method to be equals to what? Post. So this time around is very cool. Now when I go to the form again this time around, so I'm just gonna put in my name. Please subscribe, and the email is okay. I'm just gonna put a random email, right? Okay. 09008. Let me just put a random next. Okay. 080123456, right? So I'm just this time I'm going to choose SEO. Then my message again is what? Please subscribe to my channel. Alright, so SUB subscribe, I think. Alright, to my channel. I'm gonna put an exclamation mark. Yay, P. Alright, I'm gonna click on submit button now. It should work. Wow. So make sure your form has a method equals post attribute. What's up? Method is equals to post now. method equals to post. What's up with it? It's having a method equals to post. I've saved it. What's up? Equals to post, which I've done. So what's wrong with you? Let's just troubleshoot. Okay. Okay, let's get it up again. I'm just gonna put this in again. Method equals to post 0. This is right. Yeah, that's it now. Just gonna put it again. Pa. Yeah, save. So let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what's happening. What's wrong? Yeah, yeah. I think that's cool. What's up? Shouldn't be any form of. Let's reload. What's up? What's up, this guy? Oh right, it's working now. Okay, maybe probably I got the link wrong. You understand? It's working now. I didn't do any editing. It's straight and it's live. So you can see now. Thanks, the form was submitted successfully. Let's quickly check our mailbox to confirm if we actually received this mail. Alright, this is my form spread. Can you see now? This is my email account and this is my email, and I just received the form, from HTML5, right? So I just submitted from an unknown web because I have not uploaded it to my server. It's just running from my desktop. Can you see now? Please subscribe. Email, phone number 001234561. One I just did now. The service I selected was what XCU, and the message is please subscribe to my channel with a lot of exclamation mark, right? Alright, let's do it once again. But please don't forget what I did is just simple. Just copy this link, you understand, paste it into your HTML action attributes, and then make sure that you set a method to what to post. The reason why it doesn't work before that was bringing out method post because maybe I didn't copy this link well or something like that, or maybe I've mixed up one of the alphabet. Alright, so let us quickly test our form again, right, for the second time, so as to be sure. But you notice one thing: when you submit the form, it's going to redirect you to a page. Thanks, the form was submitted successfully. Go back and you are now seeing this guy here, right? So there's a way you can prevent it from redirecting to this page. Let's go back to our form. Alright, so let us try to submit the form one more time again. Alright, so let's try to submit the form one more time again. Okay, I'm just gonna put in my name, Olumide, then email, then I'm gonna put in random number 123. I'm gonna select let me select SEO this time around, and my message, I'm gonna write hello world. Alright, by the time I click on the submit button, as you can see, it will direct me to another page. So the form was submitted successfully and asked me to go back to the website. Alright, so in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can actually prevent the form from redirecting it to another page on submission. So let's go back. Alright, so what we need to do now is to go back to our code. You go back to your HTML code, and just after the button, okay, let's just make it outside this form, right? So now I'm going to create a div with an ID of status. I'm going to create a div with an ID of status. So, and inside this div, I'm going to just let's just write sources here, right? All right, so let's go. Let us view our can you see now sources, right? So now let's quickly style the sources. Let's style the sources so at least it's gonna, so that it can have a better style, right? So it's an ID, don't forget. So we just select the ID. Okay, it's an ID, so I'm gonna use add sources, status. It's an ID, then I'm gonna style it. What I want the width to be what 100% as well, to be 100%. I want the width to be 100%, then the padding to be like maybe 10 pixels. I think 10 pixels is okay. Alright, and what again do I want again for this form? For this width 100%, and Yeah, I think I'm good to go with that. Let's see. Alright, so that's cool. Then the text align should be at the center. That's, I think it should be fine now. Yeah, text align should be at the center. And I also need to put in a margin 0% and auto as well. That's what's gonna have, right? Oh, that's cool, right? So after doing this, what I need to do again is I've already styled the button status, the button with an ID of, I mean, the div with an ID of status. All right. So, but though this div that we just created now, it's gonna be this text of status is going to be generated with what from the JavaScript. So it's just a temporary one. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to quickly create a class inside this div. I'll call it a class of what? Of sources. So that is to say, when the message is successful, you know, it should have this kind of styling. So after creating this class of sources, I'm going to quickly go style my class of sources, that when the message is successful, it should behave like this. success. Let's quickly create a styling for the sources class. Alright, so what am I going to have here now? Let's just let's just bring in a background color, and let's make it green, or you can make it a lighter one, but I think it's okay like that. Then I'll give it the color. Color should be white as well. I think that's all we need for this. Let's check it out for class of sources. Yeah, yippee. Alright, and what again do I need to do? The part, I mean, there's gonna be a margin there. I just give it a margin top, or better still, yeah, I can give it a margin top, or I just actually set the margin of the status. Let's set the margin top to, like, let's say, I think 15 pixel is okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna put a padding top to my status, so 15 pixel, which, yeah, I think is okay like this, right? Yeah, one more thing I need to do is to let's reduce the, okay, right, it's okay. I'm just going to add a border radius to this status, at least a little bit, but let me just keep it like something like 8 pixels. It's okay, it's not too much. And I'm just going to reduce this padding to the padding of the status. I'm going to reduce it to let me give like 8 pixels as well, so that we can just have something cool. Alright, so that's it. So after doing this, now what I need to do is I've created a class of sources, that when the button is submitted successfully, instead of redirecting, it should give me a success message here. Alright, or a thank you message, anyone you want. And also, same way I did this, I'm going to create another class which is going to be generated from our JavaScript. Even this class of sources will be generated from our JavaScript. So I'm going to create a class for error as well, in case I have an error message. So if I have an error message, this is class of error now. Error, right? I think I'm right. So if on error, it should also take this styling. That's what I'm just trying to do. But these classes will be generated from JavaScript. But this time around, I want the color to be like a red, so you can make it a shade of red, or just for tutorial's sake. Alright, if I decide to go to the HTML to change this class to error, just to see if it's working, so let's do that, right? You see it has changed to red, right? So if it is on error, it will change to red, and that's just what we want to do. All right. So now let's quickly do something cool right now. I think that my button the padding also is too wide or so. Let me quickly 1 rem is too big for that button. I'm going to change to 0.5, like 0.5, right? So I just want something smaller. Yeah, I think it's cool like that, right? Okay. All right, now so this is what we are going to do now. We are going to go to now before we do anything again, after styling the status and the sources class, on this what's it called, on this sources class, we are going to add an animation to it, right? And we are going to add an animation to it, right? So before we do that, now there's one thing we're going to do. The animation is for the status button actually. All right, this is what we're going to do. We just add keyframe. You say add keyframe, add keyframes for the ID status. All right, so doing that now, you now say at 0%. If it's 0%, the opacity should be what? Should be 1. Then the pointer event should also be what? All. Right, that's if it is on 0%. That's, we are doing this just to animate our button, I mean our status and sources class right now. So that's just it. So you say at, if it's at 90%, 90%, what should happen? Same thing, right? Opacity should be what? Should be 1, and pointer event should be what? Should be all. Yeah. So but if it's at 100%, what should happen? 100%, the opacity should be what? 0. That this time I want the button to disappear, and what? And the opacity should be 0, and the pointer event should be what? Should be none. Alright, that's not enough, right? If we roll it, you see nothing will still happen. Okay. Yeah. So this is what we are going to do now. In order to make this thing effective now, you go to your status button. What should happen at this condition? What should happen? You go to this your sources class. Don't forget this it is attached to the status div. So on this sources class, I'm going to add animation to it. So just to make it hide, I'm going to add animation to it, and it's for this status as well. The ID of status, right? Then the time should be 4 seconds, and then it should ease forward. All right. So I'm going to add the same to what? To this my error class. So the same animation. So 4 seconds ease forward. Like the animation is for the ID status, and 4 seconds ease forward. So it's for both. Alright, so just quickly go back to my HTML or whatever, but see if I still reload this page now, it should work. As you can see, it disappeared, right? So if I change this status back to sources as well, if I change the class back to sources, it's going to be the same, right? Just to text what we have done so far. Alright, so if I should click on it now, it's going to work. It's going to wait for 4 seconds, and it's going to work. It's going to disappear. Alright, that's not enough. So after doing this now, you need to go to your form spree. Then under this your form spree, this is your form that you created. Don't forget you only copy this single line of code, right? And this under this your form that you created, you see we have Ajax. This is for the HTML. If you are using an HTML, that's if you want it to be redirecting. But if you don't want it now, you go to Ajax and you copy the JavaScript. Alright, once you click on that Ajax, this is for the HTML, but you start copying from where you have the script. Right now, so this is the script tag here. Under everything you have within that script tag, that's what you are going to copy. That's your JavaScript, right? So and you are going to copy it here. You can see to the end of what you have in the script tag. So after clicking on it, then you press Ctrl C to copy, Ctrl C. Don't forget, right? Come to your code right now. Then now let us create another file. Let's create a new file, and this time I'm going to save this file as let's go to my yeah, my HTML form. I think I created a folder earlier called GS. So you go to that folder GS, and you name this file. Like, you can call it main.js, or you name it form.js in case you have many JavaScript file. So I will call it form.js. Actually, I'm going to call it form.js, and that's it. So I'm going to paste in what I copied from the what's it called, from my form spree form dashboard. No, that's the same JavaScript that belongs to the form action link that you posted. Alright, so this very simple stuff now still is not going to work, right? Now this is what we are going to do. Now let's go to the beginning of the file. Now you see that what from this one, it has a variable of form document or get element by ID my form. So this is what we need to do now. Under our form we should create a class that will be equals to whatever is here. So is that you use this class my form, or you create your own class, but we can also use this class as well. So this is my form. You see now I'm on the form variable form now. So get element by ID, it's supposed to get the ID of the form. So if you are going to be using this same ID, you have to add this ID my form to your HTML ID, to your HTML form ID. But if you are not going to be using this form, you can as well create your own ID on your HTML tag. Then you make sure that it is the same thing with what you have there. Alright, now so for my form group now, where is it? I'm just going to go to that form. Where's the form? Yeah, I'm going to create an ID. I'll just say ID then equals to my form. Yeah, if you are not using my form, you can actually create your own ID, and you make sure that it is the same thing with what you have here. You understand? The ID must be the same thing with the ID of your form. So that's the first thing you need to do when working with the JavaScript. Alright, I'm going to save this now. Just copying this alone, if I should go back to my my form, this form, where is it? And if I just decide to write something blah 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 blah, and I submit, you see something. It's still with the itinerary, right? Alright, now go back. Now after doing that, after you have ensured that you have copied this thing, oh fine, yeah, the reason is just that I have not linked my JavaScript to my HTML file. Yes, so let's go to our HTML and let us link that JavaScript file that we just created. We created a JavaScript called what, form.js. So let's go to our HTML document and let us link it. So you go under the HTML, and under it, yeah, after the body, you create a script tag. Then you link it. Then you under the script tag, inside it, the attribute is going to be source. So what's going to be the source? The source is going to be what? It's under what, JavaScript slash what, form.js. That's a link, right? The folder, the JavaScript file is inside the folder of JavaScript. So I've already linked it now. So with just copying the ID, making sure that the ID of the word, the form is equals to the word, the ID of what, of on your JavaScript form. You understand what I'm saying now? Alone, just putting the form alone, make sure the ID is the same thing. It has already gets the ID of that form. So if you do that now, and if you go back to your browser, let's see what's going to happen. And let's try to submit another form. I'm just trying to make you understand this thing better. I'm just going to write random stuff, right? So I'm just going to click on something, right? Blah, 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 blah. If I click on this submit now, see what's going to happen. It has been submitted, but it does not redirect you to any other page, right? That's awesome. Just by you making sure that the ID on JavaScript you copy, on JavaScript form you copy, is the same thing with the ID on your HTML form. Alright, so with that alone, it's going to it's not going to redirect. But that's not what we want. We actually want something that will be able to what to I mean give a message here. You understand what I'm saying? That I'll be able to give a message, maybe that success or thanks message or whatever. So this is what I'm going to do. You go back to that JavaScript again that you copied. The next thing we need to do after making sure the ID of the form is the same thing with the one we have here, or better still, you create your own ID and make it the same here. The next line here, I'm not going to use their button styling. This is the next line. Variable button document or get element by ID. I'm not using their button. You understand what I'm saying? And so I'm going to disable this, or I delete it. Just delete it, or you comment it out. I'm not using their button. Just delete it. Right. So after doing that again, you see the next thing is what? Status. Variable status equals to document or get element by ID. Now is that you use this, we already created a div with an ID of what? Of status, and I have a class of sources, right? So now the ID of this div is what? Is status. If you want to use their ID, which is my form status, you can go ahead and what? And change this ID to what? To my form status. You understand? But I'm not going to use their ID. I'm going to use my own ID because I said my ID is what? Status. I'll go back to this their form.js. I'll change this ID to what? To my own ID, which is what? Status. Alright, so that's just it, right? So on doing this alone, you have changed the ID of this to status, right? On doing this alone, if you go back to your form and you reload and you try to do something, let's submit one rubbish, and let's submit one rubbish. See, nothing happened, right? So now after making sure that the ID of your status is the same as the ID that you get in this one, that you call in this JavaScript. Alright, that's it now. So this, you go to the next one now for this class, because I want you to take the class of that success, right? When it's successful. Now on this success now, that's the next thing you need to do now. I'm not using this button the style. I'm not using their button, so I'm going to what? I'm going to cut it off, or I comment it, but I'm going to cut it off, right? I'm not using their button, right? So now status.inner HTML, that's it. Now you mean that it should get the word, the inner HTML of the status ID and replace it with whatever is here. So ordinarily it is not necessary for us to what? To put anything here at this time, you understand? Because the message that this source that is here, this message is going to be generated from what? From the JavaScript. So I'm just going to remove it, right? So now let's go there now. So now on getting to the status, I just have to what? To remove the button. Alright, so that's it. And again, on error again, I wanted to give this message, oops, there was a problem. You can change the message if you want. So that's just it. Alright, so what again do I need to do? I think yeah, let's quickly go test it out. Right, let's test this out. Let's see what's gonna happen. You understand? I've already deleted that test, and if you click on it now, you understand? Now there's one thing you need to do, right? Go to that your HTML file, because I don't want it to be on any class this time around. You understand? The class is going to be called by the JavaScript. So I'm just going to remove this class that I have here. You understand what I'm saying now? Or before that, let's quickly go to the form.js. Under these sources, I want you to take the styling of my sources class. You understand? I'm just going to say status, that's the ID, right? Status dot class list, you understand, dot add. Yes, so I want you to take the styling of my class sources. So I'm just going to say status dot class list dot add, then I'm going to put it class sources, and that's the class, right? And that's all, right? Then again, I'm going to do the same for the error. So it's going to be status dot class list dot add. You understand what I'm saying now? Then this one in time is going to be it's going to be error. I have a class of error, don't forget. So it's going to take the styling of the error. But now, even with all these things, you will see that if you do this thing, it's not going to work, right? You know why? I'm going to tell you reason why. And this guy is still showing, this green whatever is still showing here. Now can you see now nothing happened, right? Now the reason why it's not showing is just because if you go to your HTML form, you understand what I'm saying now, you go there now, this class under the status div, this class, I don't want it to be either success or error. I only want it to be called from the JavaScript, because if I put the success there, that's why this green button is still show. When I reload this page now, that's why the green is showing, because I automatically have already assigned to a class of success. But now I want to remove this class of success from the HTML. I want the class to be called, because this the class is in my styling, but I only want it to be called from the JavaScript. You understand what I'm saying now? Like you see now, the class success is here with the background of green and border color of 8 pixels, and the animation is set already. So also for the error, but still I want it to be called from this JavaScript. That's why I included here that status class list dot add equals success. That's the class of success and the class of what of error. So with this now, if you actually reload this your page now, you see that nothing will be displayed, right? Now let us try to input our message. Now I'm going to write Lecrosoft this time around. Lecrosoft. I'm going to use same email, and I'm going to write the phone number 08104986022. Then I'm going to select let me select what should I select? SEO. I'm going to write, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Alright, so I'm going to click on the submit button now. Wow, can you see the thanks message now, right? That's just it. Alright, I'm going to end this video here. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's going to really help me a lot, and it's going to keep me going. And please don't forget to comment, don't forget the word to share. So I'm going to do something cool now. Please, I'm going to do something cool. I'm going to be starting the class very soon on HTML crash course, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, jQuery, and lots of stuff. Please, I want you to just message me on the comment section whatever you want me to do next, whether it is Photoshop, whether it is WordPress, whether it is what HTML, CSS, of JavaScript. I want you to just send me the next thing you want me to do, or any challenges you have with HTML or whatever, or you are trying to achieve. Just let me know. I'm going to get it done. Alright, thanks. Please don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.